Picture this: Martin Luther King, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, and J.K. Rowling in the same room. You might wonder, what could these vastly different individuals possibly have in common? Well, they all leveraged a powerful tool: the high ability of storytelling.
I didn't have any money. In fact, I had negative money. I had huge student debts.
I have a bunch of houses, but I don't spend a lot of time in most of them.
I couldn't afford a place to stay and an office, so I rented an office instead, because I got a cheaper office than I could get a place to stay, and then I just sort of slept on the futon.
And a few years ago, people were laughing at you. Now, not so much. I mean...
Okay.
Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're delving into the captivating world of stories and how mastering this age-old craft can significantly influence your life trajectory. If you've been under the impression that storytelling is an art exclusive to writers or speakers, you're in for a surprise. Storytelling permeates all aspects of our lives, whether we realize it or not. From job interviews and brand building, to innovation and legacy creation, storytelling is intricately woven into the fabric of our existence. If you've ever wondered why some stories, no matter where they come from, seem to resonate with us universally, while others simply fade away into oblivion. And if you've questioned why certain innovators, leaders, and creators manage to leave an indelible impact on the world, while others vanish without a trace, you're in the right place. The answers to these intriguing questions lie in the powerful elements of storytelling, particularly in the concept of the hero's journey, as masterfully outlined by Joseph Campbell in his seminal work, The Hero with a Thousand Faces. Today, we're going to break down these elements, explore their influence, and figure out how you too can apply them to architect your life narrative, whether it's personal, professional, or even entrepreneurial. So, let's embark on this storytelling journey together, shall we? Joseph Campbell, in his book The Hero with a Thousand Faces, presents us with the idea of a universal pattern present in many of the world's mythic narratives. This is often referred to as the monomyth or the hero's journey. The pattern: simple. A hero ventures forth from the world of the common day into a region of supernatural wonder, faces a decisive victory, and returns from this mysterious adventure with the power to bestow boons on his fellow man. This same pattern can be found not just in the tales of ancient mythology, but also in our modern stories. From Luke Skywalker in Star Wars, to Frodo in The Lord of the Rings, to Harry Potter in J.K. Rowling's epic saga. This shared narrative resonates with us because it speaks to our collective human experience. But how does this apply to you and me in the real world? Let's dig a little deeper. You see, the hero's journey isn't just about slaying dragons or saving princesses. It's about personal growth and transformation, overcoming adversity, and stepping into a larger version of ourselves. Now, think about it. We all face challenges and obstacles in our lives, whether it's at school, at work, in our relationships, or in achieving our personal goals. And just like the hero, we must venture into the unknown, face these challenges, and emerge stronger. But, of course, no hero's journey is complete without a mentor. Remember how Luke Skywalker had Obi-Wan, or how Harry Potter had Dumbledore? Well, in the same way, we need people who can guide us, teach us, and help us grow. Fair enough about the theory. How can we practically apply this in our lives?
Ball player.
Hold it! What does it take to break you?
And those two words.
Let's take a look at an example from our modern world, the story of the iPhone, and the hero of that tale, Steve Jobs. Jobs' journey with the iPhone perfectly mirrors the hero's journey. His call to adventure was the vision of a single, integrated device that could play music, make calls, and browse the internet. The challenges, oh, there were many. From the technical difficulties of creating such a device, to the skepticism from his peers. His mentor. his previous experiences with Apple and his intrinsic understanding of what consumers wanted. And the transformation, a device that revolutionized the tech industry and made Apple one of the most valuable companies in the world.
We're introducing 3 revolutionary products of this class. The first one is a widescreen iPod with touch controls. The second is a revolutionary mobile phone. And the third is a breakthrough internet communications device.
Much like Steve Jobs, we are all heroes on our own journeys, facing our own challenges and seeking our own transformations. And that's where the power of storytelling comes in. By understanding and applying the principles of the hero's journey in our own lives, we can craft our own narrative, overcome our personal challenges, and become the heroes of our own stories. We can write our future, not as a random series of events, but as a meaningful journey towards growth and fulfillment. So, what kind of hero do you want to be? And what kind of story do you want to tell? The pen, my friends, is in your hands. Start with these steps. Step 1. Identify your call to adventure. Think about what really stirs your soul. What are you passionate about? What's that big goal or dream you've always had? This is your call to adventure. Embrace it. Step 2. Acknowledge your challenges. Every hero faces trials, and you're no exception. It could be a tight budget, limited time, or even that little voice in your head that tells you it's not possible. Whatever it is, confront it. Acknowledge it. Step 3. Find your mentor. Think about the people who inspire you. Who can you learn from? They might not be a wise old sage, but that's fine. Your mentor could be a teacher, a friend, or even a book. Embrace the lessons they have to offer. Step 4. Face your challenges. You've got your goal, you've got your mentor, now it's time to roll up your sleeves and get to work. It's not always going to be easy, but remember, the trial by fire is what transforms an ordinary person into a hero. In practice, the key is simply to start. It's crucial to take that first small step to initiate action. As Alvy Singer in the movie Annie Hall says, 80% of success is simply showing up. So, just show up and face the challenge. Step 5. Undergo transformation. This is the moment where you emerge from your trials, not just victorious, but transformed. You've learned, you've grown, you've changed. Embrace it. Let's take the example of Steve Jobs. In his early days, he was a talented, yet somewhat aimless young man. Through the trials of building Apple, getting ousted, and making a triumphant return, he didn't just succeed, he transformed. Jobs matured, developed a laser-like focus on quality and design, and ultimately became a visionary that changed the tech industry.
You've just seen some pictures of Macintosh. Now I'd like to show you Macintosh in person. All of the images you are about to see on the large screen will be generated by what's in that bag.
Hello, I'm Macintosh. It sure is great to get out of that bag.
But what does undergo transformation mean for us in our lives? It's about more than just learning from our experiences. It's a profound metamorphosis, a shift in how we see ourselves and our place in the world. It could be a change in career focus, developing beneficial habits, or realizing what truly matters to us. So, as you journey through your own trials and challenges, remember, don't just aim for victory, aim for transformation. Embrace it. It's a sign of growth, a marker on the path to becoming the hero in your own story. And finally, Step 6. Return and share your wisdom. You've faced your challenges, you've undergone your transformation, now it's time to bring that wisdom back home. In the case of Steve Jobs, His return and share wisdom stage was his triumphant return to Apple in 1997. He had been ousted from Apple years earlier, but he didn't give up. Instead, he founded Next and Pixar, gained invaluable wisdom, and came back stronger. Upon his return, he used this wisdom to transform Apple from a struggling company to an industry leader, introducing groundbreaking products like the iPod, iPhone, and thereby not just changing his own life but influencing the world around him. How can you use your new insights to make a difference? To inspire others? Think about it. But an important reminder: your journey is unique, and these steps might not happen in a linear order. That's okay. The important thing is to keep moving forward, to keep learning, to keep growing. Because at the end of the day, this is your journey. This is your story. So, what are you waiting for? It's time to start writing. Thank you for joining us on this adventure. Remember, every hero needs a community, so be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to become part of ours. We can't wait to hear your story.